Today we're going to be ranking all the games on a tier list. We've already done ranking all the FNAF songs on a tier list, even though I forgot a considerable number of songs. Anyways, you could subscribe if you want. Let's just get into this. Let's just start off with FNAF 1. You know, it's a classic. Everyone knows it. But it does get pretty boring at sometimes. And, like, at this point, I'm pretty good at it. I could, like, beat 420 mode, like, very easily. Honestly, I feel like it's a great standard for the start. I'm gonna give it B. Next is, where's FNAF 2? I forgot FNAF 2. Alright, where's... Oh, here it is. Anyways, FNAF 2 and FNAF 1 are like the golden ages of FNAF. Like, I really like FNAF 2. Even though the mechanics are kind of basic and there's pretty much only 3 characters because all the rest of them act the same. So just Foxy Puppet than everyone else. But, you know, all like the fan stuff that came from this is really good, and I can't bring myself to put it any lower than A. Next, FNAF 3. Honestly, this game's kind of boring. Like, the premise is cool, like, using audio lures to lure away, like, the main bad guy of the series, but, like, it just kind of falls flat in practice, because, like, all you're doing is just sitting there, the room is, like, drenched in this weird, like, green, grainy tint, and you're just waiting for them to just move, and then you're using your audio lures. And unlike FNAF 2, which pretty much only had 3 characters, this game pretty much only has 1. So, yeah, this is going in D. I know, like, you either love FNAF 3 or you hate it. There's no in-between. There's no one going like, oh, I want to put it in B. The only thing making it not go in trash is, like, the cool atmosphere. Not the green grainy stuff, though, just, like, the premise. If the premise of your game is the only thing that's keeping your game from being bad, that's just a bad game. FNAF 4. Very nice atmosphere. Very scary. It's very fun. Very chaotic, running across your room. I really like Fredbear Night. I still have not beaten Nightmare Night. We will get to that soon. Don't worry. So I am thinking this goes in A tier, but it's below FNAF 2. Don't worry. FNAF World. This isn't really a FNAF game. This is more of an RPG game. I still think it's fun to play though, so I'll give it a C. Location S. No doubt about it in my mind. Because you know what? It might not have that much replayability, but it is fun that first time. Night 1, teaching the basics. Night 2, it's like just mini games. You get a clicking button simulator at the beginning. You get a hide from the Biddy Babs minigame. You get crossing below a gallery. You get the control room minigame is so fun. And then third night, you do some parts and service through Funtime Foxy's Auditorium. And it has one of the biggest twists in FNAF. The night ends with you getting jump scared. Then night 4, like, people don't like it, but I think it's doing what it's trying to be. It's trying to be hard. Unironically, I beat it first try, and you might look back on my video and say, wait a second, Dominic, you didn't beat it on your first try. Well, for some reason, the game got corrupted, and it restarted my progress, so I had to play through it all again. And my second time doing mini arena night, I got it first try. Anyways, for FNAF 6, I really like the daytime sections. Usually I just end up making the same exact pizzeria every time, but the animatronics are too hard. The audio lures are really bad in this game. And I guess, and the ending is really cool, the canon ending, but like, just kind of underwhelming. I'll give it an A, and I'll put it above FNAF 4. No. UCN. You would think that this game would be more playable than Dislocation, because there's like so many combinations of 50 characters, 20 stats, but no, this game is so unreplayable. You know why? Because the creator of this game, the Click Team couldn't handle it. They can't have 50 characters. So like let's say the first game, there was like love and thought put into each individual character, but in this game, there's 50 jump scares, 50 mechanics, 50 character models. Yeah, it's just not. Each character doesn't have something new. FNAF VR. Okay, let's just ignore the flat mode of FNAF VR. Let's just talk about the VR mode. This game is really scary, and I really like the parts and service minigames. Kind of reminds me of Dislocation. I think I'm gonna have to put it in A. But you can only put 4 spots in these places, so FNAF 6, you're going down. It's going down. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Okay. Anyways, FNAF 2. FNAF VR 2. I think this is worse than FNAF 1, unironically. Unironically, chat. We're just gonna... Alright, FNAF Security Breach. It's like FNAF 3. It's a good premise, but no. It does not execute well. It does not prosecute well. It, because, you know, the glitches. The glitches. Funny for a game about glitches. No, that's FNAF VR. FNAF VR is almost 0 glitches, but the game that's not about glitches has a lot of glitches. Like the final like by the end of it, people were trading around like thousands of glitches. So yeah, I gotta put it in C. I'm sorry, man. Maybe like the newer versions can go high. Actually, FNAF 6, you just keep moving down the line. You're under FNAF World. I'm starting to realize how bad you are. I used to think you were my favorite FNAF game a couple minutes ago. But now you're below FNAF World. It's just, I don't really like the FNAF aspect of you. I like the salvage sections, I like the tycoon sections. I just wish there was more catalogs, more items, and infinite tycoon mode. But no. Goodbye, FNAF 6. And it's FNAF VR. This is a cheap cash grab to capitalize on the Fazbear brand in Pokemon Go. And Pokemon Go isn't even that good. And this is a rip-off of Pokemon Go. Like, seriously. It's been removed off the App Store. It was banned by the government. It's just, this game, everything's just a retexture. Like, you can't just get a random game, slap the Fazbear brand on it, and then just call it a day and call it a FNAF game. That's like the time when Hello Neighbor made a game called Hello Engineer, and it was just a game about building cars. It had nothing to do with Hello Neighbor, but they just put the brand on it. This is not a FNAF game. Now that I'm thinking about it, they've been doing a lot. FNAF AR, FNAF World. Like, what's going on here? Alright, Ruin. This is the DLC for Security Breach. I actually think this is worse than Security Breach. But I think it's better than FNAF. Actually, you'll go above FNAF 3 for now. Anyways, the new Into the Pit game. I really like it. I don't know if it's canon to the FNAF lore. And I heard that they're gonna make a fetch video game. Now I read all the books, and honestly, I don't want a fetch game. I'm cool with just the one. I just want this one. I don't need the other games. I don't want the other games. I think I'm gonna put this in S tier. This might just be because, like, it's newer, and it's, like, the new cool thing, but, like, it's nice. It's nice. Anyways, let's do some rearranging. Alright. I think FNAF 1, Security Breach. Okay, so FNAF VR moves down to B. And below that, FNAF VR 2 goes down to B tier, above this, and above these. Honestly, no. Okay, honestly, Just because FNAF 1, you're older, you don't get special privileges. Alright, FNAF World C, I think I agree with that. Yes, okay. Now let's see. Okay. Now I think we're good on that front. Now FNAF 3, I think you'll stay down in D. And you went from almost S to all the way down. All the way. I'm just kidding. We'll put you in like C. There you go. The very end of C. You're worse than FNAF World. Actually, you're worse than FNAF 3. FNAF 3 gets to go. Okay. I think this is the complete tier list. FNAF's location into the pit in S. FNAF 2 and FNAF VR in A. FNAF Security Breach, FNAF 1, FNAF VR 2, and FNAF 4 in B. FNAF World, FNAF Ruin, FNAF 6 in C. FNAF 3 in D. And UCN and FNAF AR in Trash. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!